What up? What's good, Ebs? How's everybody doing? We're alive. We have survived. My boys just got back yesterday.
My voice
Left
is
it on the
escaping
boat.
me.
It's a good fucking time, though.
Yep.
Not gonna lie about it. It's a good fucking time.
Good
Thanks to
time.
those who tried to tune in on Friday. Listen, hotel Wi-Fi just ain't hitting. I'm sorry. Y'all got a little something. What's good, Innington? How are you, my love?
Took 3.5 years, but I finally caught the vid. But also
Yep.
took being stuck on a boat with thousands of people to get it,
Yep. He caught the Rona.
which is a testament to my immune system and strength.
A burger with scriff. Oh man.
3.5 years. God damn it. Anyway, scot free.
Whatever. I've had it 3 times, 4 times. It don't matter. No, this shit matters. But tonight, my unconventional conventionalist. My vacation was fantastic. I got back to at least 400 emails.
I worked more on the vacation than I thought I was gonna be working.
But you know what? I would do it again. I mean, technically, I cut out to go on vacation in the middle of the fucking school year, but I would do it again. I'd fucking do it again. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm tired. Still tired though. I need to soak in the tub tonight because my hip is not happy with me. Can't shake ass on a boat without your hips being mad with you.
Yeah, you probably could walk on that boat without your hips being mad at you, because
Bro, who is
rocking.
you telling?
That shit was
I've
a
been on
rocket.
at least 5 cruises in my life, and that one had to be the most tumultuous. Like I had never noticed the boat move so much. Like the show, the indoor concert, Josh was like, "I know y'all feel the fucking boat moving."
And like I'm sitting here in bed, like I know I ain't drink this much.
Right, I know. Am I falling out of this chair? Oh man, but it was a good time. It was a good time. We'll definitely do it again, 100%. But tonight we are talking. So this has been on our list for a while, and it was brought up because
talking about
a friend, a mutual friend of ours, was doing a show or presenting something, whatever, and he's kind of going on a spiel explaining a song or something about how sometimes he knows he has friends, but like he feels like he's by himself. He's like he doesn't have friends because those moments when it's like I really need somebody and nobody answers the damn phone. You call 8 people,
or just straight you can't think of nobody that's, or just straight you just can't think of nobody that be in that category.
That part is like I want comfort, but you can't offer me that. You can't offer me that. You can't offer me that.
Or you haven't shown that you can offer me that.
That part. And so being on the boat, so many of you have heard me talk about my cult. This is my favorite cult to be in ever because it's a vibe and everybody's so nice and nobody wants to die and it's great. And so we were on a boat with 1,999 other members of my happy little cult. And we were all just having a great time. A lot of them are awkward. A lot of them have no social skills. A lot of them have either autism or ADHD or both. And like they're awkward turtles all around. Okay. But the reason it's such a vibe is because everybody is like that, but because everybody recognizes that everybody's like that.
Everybody gets it.
Everybody's like, hey, are we friends? We're friends now. Yeah, we're safe. We're in a safe environment together.
Like hell, even in costume, I had to like tell me, yes, you can take a picture with me. Like this is what they're paying me to do. Like this.
I got to give Chandra a Polaroid of us. I'm excited.
I got called in to take a picture with Sean. Like, wait, you want me? Okay.
I walked up on her on accident because I just thought she had her back turned and she was in the gallery and her outfit was fire. So I had to tell her that. And she turns around and I said, oh shit, hello. Oh man.
God, Chandra has that golden retriever energy that's perfect for Claudio.
No. Josh has golden retriever. She's got
She
what you
like
call
golden
it?
retriever husky mix to me, but
She's
I still
got
like that.
like husky. Yeah.
I see golden retriever husky mix because not that whiny. I just want you to shut up. But like,
Let me do it for you. Sorry, I don't have a voice. Anyway, back to the thing in hand.
back to the
But
friendship, friends.
positive friendship. But like, there's nothing more humbling than being alone in a room full of people, my boy. Nothing more humbling. And this is what this concept kind of speaks to me on a little bit. It's like, yes, we are friends, but that doesn't necessarily mean I feel like I have them. And that could be or could not be a slight against, people that claim and associate with me as my friend. Because like we've said many times before on this podcast, you got different categories of friends, different friends for different things. And what you give your friendship package, what is included in your friendship package determines on the dynamic of our relationship and level of trust and comfortability. All those things go into play.
And sometimes
So
it depends on you.
that part. So if you are
Now
the
the
friend,
world don't move to the beat of just one drum.
wow.
Well, maybe right for you, may not be right for some.
Shut the fuck up. But no,
No,
real talk though,
but to
because like,
continue on that point, like you were talking about in the event, because there was somebody there who was like, because like it's a mutual friend of mine and like a mutual acquaintance, I guess, between me and the other person.
uh,
But like they got upset that they said that homeboy on stage said that they felt alone and whatnot. Like, how dare you, like that kind of like just.
how you gonna say that? You are right now proving the point.
And I'm over here looking like, bitch.
You are right
Exactly, you
now
proving
proving
the
the point.
point. Like, why would they want to talk to you if you gonna act like that?
Right. If you have to literally show off that you're making me feel better, are you really making me feel better? And are you really making me feel better because you want to?
And sometimes you just feel that way regardless of who's around.
That part. Cause some shit you just gotta sit through it and be like, there's no fix for this.
It's just like the I don't feel attractive, but you hide. Like, shut the fuck up. I said I don't feel attractive.
I don't feel attractive. I don't
I,
give a fuck about
me,
what you
me.
think.
Bite this wolf, you're kicking my ass right now. That no matter what you do, you just watch me get beat in the corner.
Eh, eh. Are we gonna be looking crazy because we're kicking our own ass? Yes, but that's what we're doing.
You watch me have
But
this shadow match and then let me go about my business. Like you
right.
can't do shit.
So going back to the facet of just because like I feel like I can't do some of these things. Your friendship package may be different. If you are the friend that emotionally dumps on people, I guarantee you they're never gonna emotionally dump back on you because you've proven to them that they can't.
Or if you're the friend who tells people's business,
Ooh, honey,
they ain't gonna tell you theirs.
honey, no, friend, family member, parent, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no. And like it goes back to something else we talked about too about how you perceive our relationship. If you think we're friends, cool. But don't expect me to have the same definition of what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably some so I got acquaintances, friends, close friends, and this bastard. I don't even know what the fuck you are.
I'm a twin flame.
You're gross is what you are. But like friends, that's Facebook shit. Like 35 people on the cruise, I know by name and what the fuck's going on in their life because we met on the first cruise. I know their name, I know their face, I knew they were coming, and boom, we're friends.
Now
I have
see,
never held
that's you.
more. I have never held more than a 2 hour to 3 hour conversation total. I mostly lurk. I might like. I might comment. I might send you a gift. I don't. Other than
See,
that,
her definition of friends and my definition of acquaintance. Like, I know
yeah.
of you, you exist. We might have said words, whatnot. I don't know your last name. I don't care.
See, I fit acquaintances under colleagues. Colleagues and acquaintances merge together for me.
I put them in two different ones, but you in a more professional tone. So that's
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Like that's like acquaintances to me. Like if I don't know your full name, that's kind of on the realm of like say that if you don't know my full name, I don't expect you to know shit. Same thing with me. If I don't know your whole name, I ain't exactly a friend. I ain't an enemy or an acquaintance at the same time, but I ain't like close.
yeah.
Or at least your first and last name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. See, for me, the definition of friend, like why I include people on Facebook, is If you got the balls to be asked out on the internet and tell people about your life, cool. I'm in it. We friends.
Neat.
That's fine. That's neat. What does it mean by neat?
Neat.
but but yeah, so like close friends, like you've got my phone number. So fun fact about Miko.
That.
Miko never logs into Facebook on her birthday. Why is that, Snooks?
You could have what?
Never logs into Facebook on my birthday.
Cause there's a fucking tidal wave of motherfuckers that you forgot exist telling you happy birthday like they give a damn.
And the intention may be all well and good. That's cool. However,
I said what I said, goddamn.
it really doesn't mean much to me. If you had my phone number, then you can wish me a happy birthday. That makes you important to me. Not saying to people that go out of the way, because you don't have to comment. You don't have to say happy birthday. I'm just saying there's a higher tier of value. Okay. So if you don't have my phone number, we are not close friends. Eh? If you don't
It's
know
like,
my real government,
but it's kind of like if you bought, like if I went to the store and got you, if I had extra food, I ate all the food and this was left over. It's like, here's what left over. That's what it feels like on Facebook. What it feels like when you get a call is like, hey, I bought it specifically for you because I know you like it.
I will
Or like call or like, hey,
half-heartedly agree with that.
I'm at the store, what you want, kind of shit. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you don't know my whole government,
I might be a little hungry, but yeah.
you ain't eat.
I ate some egg drop soup earlier that I made.
That was earlier. That
I'm
was
making chicken
hours
noodle
ago.
soup right now. It's on the slow
Oh,
simmer.
oh, slow simmer. Um, what was I saying? But yeah, if you don't know my full government, then we're not close friends.
Same. You only know me as Glitch. You don't know me.
If my family has not single-handedly adopted you, then there is no way that you can consider us ourselves best friends. If I ain't never seen you butt ass nude, baby. My
Yeah,
bad.
like,
Let me rephrase. If we've never seen each other butt ass nude and gave no fucks, baby, I'm sorry to
exactly.
say.
If you never see me naked, are we really friends?
I mean, that's fair. And he be naked a lot. Like a
I
lot, a
hate
lot.
clothes, man. Like I hate clothes. They constricting. They hot. They hot.
Shut up.
I'm in just this shirt and
I'm
I'm
gonna go
already
ahead and
sweating.
finish this
Like,
first break, this first ad for y'all because I don't feel like doing it. But no, like
people have this like thought process of like what their friend, but they project what they think a friend is
right.
on
And like
everybody else. And like,
you're entitled to that definition, but for you. You're entitled to the definition for you, but not for me.
and like,
And I
don't get
don't think a
mad
lot of
when
people
someone
get
don't
that.
see you as a friend the way you see them as a friend. Cause like, it's like, knowing somebody like you some shit. Like, I don't know if you like me until you tell me. Like,
Yeah. And that's that shit that gets on people's nerves. What do you mean my best friend has a best friend? Bitch, you're
you're
not
not
their
their
best
best
friend.
friend. And
And that's okay.
they're your best friend.
Right. That's okay. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people melt down after explaining that concept to them. But I did all these things. Okay. You chose to do those things.
Yeah, and
You chose to do those things out of the goodness of your heart. And they never reciprocate. Then maybe you should either ask them to reciprocate or stop taking the liberty of being that considerate.
or maybe they reciprocated, but it's not in the way you understand.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because how many times you had to tell people like, but Glitch don't do like, no, the fact that he's paying you any attention really and putting the effort into paying you attention says a
And
lot.
the evidence of actually responding or bothering to explain it all or speaking up at all. You need to do some more work, man.
I'm working on it.
You need to do some more work, man. Jesus. But yeah, just
I've gone a
because
long way from
they're
this is
not
stupid. I'm done.
reciprocating in the way that you would be expecting them to, you're expecting you. That's what that phrase means. You are expecting you from other people. Stop that shit.
You got work to do.
Stop that shit. Because if you was expecting you, then you should be doing that for you. Because clearly, it doesn't take that much effort for you to be that considerate.
Less evident her getting this crown out of her locks.
Facts.
that a crown or a tiara? Is there a difference?
Where is it? Where is it? There.
Is
Yep.
there a
Yep.
difference between a tiara and a crown?
Yes, a tiara is only a half covering, and a crown is full.
Okay.
That's why I
I
don't
learned
have
something
many
today.
crowns. Ugh, it's
I
cute
learned
though.
something today.
You do. Oh man. The fact that people get so appalled at that though is what really sends me. It's just like, what do you mean? I'm right here. And it's just like, bro, listen.
Like, what if you like? Also, at that time, it sends a little bit of, up to my festivity level when it comes to that, where it's like it's gonna get a little dark here. But
Oh
like
Lord.
like unaliving oneself, like self deletion, or at least the attempts to do so, and people go like, I can't.
Canceling your oxygen subscription. I just learned that one
Exactly.
2 days ago.
Like when people like, cause like I had a person who like I knew somebody who did this, tried to attend it, talking about it, like, and they got one of his one.
Words.
Here's things that happened that I explained to them because I attempted it myself before. You're gonna get one or two things. You're gonna get the people who claim to care so much, and you're gonna wonder where the fuck were you. And you're gonna get people who are angry, not at you per se, but at themselves because one, that's kind of just guilt because they didn't say how they wanted to say, but they don't know how to say it. Because most motherfuckers don't know how to deal with their emotions.
One thing I had to grow out of, especially, as I started merging my professional therapist life and my personal life, I had to grow out of being upset when people decided to end their subscription. Um, because just like people getting mad, what do you mean you don't have friends? I'm right here. You are now making it about you and not them or their pain or their experience, which
Yeah, that's
makes
the
it
issue.
easier for them to let go.
Or
Not saying
easier to
that's
just
gonna be a
think,
sole
oh,
purpose.
you don't care about me. Like,
You care about what it looks like. You care about what that says about you. And it ain't got shit to do with you. You don't live in people's head every 24/7. You don't go home with people at night. You don't deal with the demons talking to them in the corner while they trying to sleep. You don't deal with that.
you just don't deal with like just somebody feeling alone. Like sometimes we just, like you said, we just feel the fuck alone and can't nobody do nothing about it. And at the same time, if we know somebody can do something about it, you might not be on that list. Don't get mad that you ain't on that list. Ask why you ain't on that list. And I mean, ask yourself. Don't ask the person why they ain't on that list. Why you ain't on that
That part.
list.
It's called self-evaluation. And you should probably be doing it in all your relationships.
Not like, how
Because
dare you not put me on that list? Like, that's making it once again about you.
and I think that connects to, that whole concept of you really think you're the protagonist in everybody's story, don't you? You're not.
You ain't. You
You're
sometimes you in here
not.
in a
You might
side
be a
character.
background character. It's 2 villages over.
You might be the NPC repeating 3 lines and that's it to some people. And that's cool.
Or just walking 5 feet from one point to the other.
You might be the motherfucker that's sitting there looking at the wall the entire time. 'Cause that's how useless you are to some people.
You get to the
And
sky district much? What am I saying? Of course you don't. Mm. But yeah, no. So don't make it about you. So I was having an interesting talk with my counselors in training in my little class the week before, and we were talking about suicide and suicide prevention and how it's important as a therapist to be comfortable talking about it. Educational purposes only. Comfortable talking about it, and they're just so terrified of that moment when you're going down the intake checklist of, have you ever thought about ending your life subscription? Yeah. Whoa, you was supposed to say no. Wait a minute. Every beginning counselor in their coursework has thought about that. Oh wait, you supposed to say no. Wait a minute. And it's just like,
what
well,
do I
at
do with
this
this?
at this place, I was trained to make a contract or do a safety contract or do this or do that. And I looked them dead in the face and said, you do realize they will still complete. It's a piece of paper and a promise that you'll let them out of this room with you. And they're like, oh my God, welcome to the gravity of the situation. It's a lot like that in friendships too. People will sit there and blame themselves, which again makes it about them. People will sit there and be upset, which again makes it about them. And even if you do everything right, you still can't make it about you and your effort. You cannot. Because
I
this
did this and
is
that. How could they act this way? Because that.
Because
Just because.
ultimately, this is the one decision that we can all make, and no one can take it from you. It's unfortunate, but it is a true concept. And so, thinking about that concept, something you can't take from other people is you may want to help them feel better, but you can't take away their loneliness. You may want to cheer them up, but if you got to go to work tomorrow and you got a time limit, what's the point? And even so, think about your own boundaries. I'm not saying having boundaries is bad. Hell no. We're the first people to tell you put them boundaries up, enforce them shits, have consequences for them shits. But also realize that sometimes that's going to mean keeping people at a distance.
And also that also might mean like you might not you might want to do something, but what you want to do may be detrimental to the situation.
That
And
part.
sometimes you got to know when to back the fuck up and shut the fuck up.
That part.
Or at the very least, like offer a hand, let them do what they need to do.
Facts. Facts.
And man, I see you going through some shit. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here for you.
Right.
Like you
And
got my
for
number, hit
people
me up.
And for people that, feel like that's not enough, there are other ways you can phrase that, right? Because sometimes, yeah, we know we can reach out, but we don't because, rumination and negative self talk means
And
don't talk
anxiety,
because you
like
got to
you're
be a
getting
virgin, blah, blah,
something.
blah, blah. So instead, you can say, well, I've got some time this week. Do you want me to call and check in on you on Tuesday? Da, 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 da. Like that shit like that. Mwah, do that. Definitely, because then it takes burden off of them and takes burden off of you because you are offering something that you know you're going to do or willing to do.
Also, like listen to what they're saying or take it in another aspect. Because sometimes when some people say they feel they by themselves, they feel alone. It could be romantically, it could just be in a certain situation, artist wise, or like I feel alone as fuck sometimes because I have thoughts and like stuff I can't talk about with like that many people because I don't have anybody to bounce ideas off of. Because you just that's cool. I don't, nigga. I don't want that's cool. I want.
I want to talk about aliens and shit, huh? I want to talk about food trucks. Call Shucker Corn and dump shit at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Say what you want. If I was a millionaire, I'd be a billionaire by the sake of my stupid idea because I had the money to put into it. But like,
That's fair. That's fair. That's probably why this go around the universe
I
ain't gonna go
swear,
down the money.
not milk would have been a thing.
Cat. But back to the matter at hand.
But like, they might be alone in a way that you can't even help them out with.
And that's the other thing too. Stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to jump in and woo 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 and help them feel better. Maybe that's not it. Maybe it's just sitting. Maybe it's just being quiet. Maybe it's just being curious. Because not everybody wants someone to swoop in and solve all their problems. Because then that feels burdensome, and then they feel worthless. Because well, I guess I can't do this for myself.
Now I'm putting this burden on somebody else, and then I feel like a whole.
Mm-hmm. 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 Here, lad. Yeah. So don't take it personally because I mean, the other thing about it too is you probably unknowingly do it too. There's a reason there's people you don't reach out to. There's a reason that when you're in a room full of people, you gravitate towards certain people. There's a reason when you're hanging out with your group of friends, you gravitate to the one you're most comfortable with.
There may be a reason people don't reach out to you. Figure that shit out.
And that all depends on how we are defining friendship, how we are defining and what the fuck we're sharing in these friendships. I remember when I started being friends, black girl met, and I asked her, she was upset about something, and I asked her, how do you like to be comforted? And she almost lost her mind. No one's ever asked me that before. Well, bitch, I don't know you, so I don't
I
help
swear,
me.
people. This is what I mean by people need to find fucking standards when it comes to relationships, whether it be romantic or friendship or platonic, what the fuck ever. Because I swear to God, every time I try to treat
Please
like a
stop
fucking
taking what
human
y'all
being,
can get and ask for what you need.
say what?
I said, please stop just taking what you can get and ask for what you need.
Like, hey, how can I help? The fuck?
What do you mean help me?
What's best in the situation for you? Like, because I ain't gonna try to fix a motherfucker. I'm done with. I don't get the fuck out of that phase. Like,
We don't fix people no more, baby. We done spent
Even
enough
when I have the
time
instinct,
and money fixing people. I don't want to fix people no more.
because
Unless
even like
they're
when
paying
Miko
you
has
to
an
fix
issue or
them.
problem, like, even when Miko has the issue or problem, I had an instinct like, help this bitch to fix this shit. Like, hey yo, I don't know how to help you. I have the urge to help, but I'm not sure. Anything I can do. That's what I say.
Yeah.
And sometimes she be like, nah, nigga, shut the fuck up. Cool. I'll leave it the fuck alone. Because
And it's
sometimes that's what you need. Just be let the fuck
and
alone.
it's silly because it's such a subtle, casual thing to ask or to check in about. But people are terrified that that'll rip the very foundation of their friendships apart. And if that's the case, if that's the way it makes you feel, are y'all really friends?
Like I said, you might get another, you good? Like 5 hours later, you good? All right. We haven't done that one in forever. That was one of our first.
Don't you? But nah, bro. Like, and plus, it feels nice. Like being able to communicate like that and do check-ins and just be like open about what your fucking thought process is. It feels nice to know where you stand in any relationship dynamic.
See, this is why I keep saying know y'all's lane. And I don't mean like know your lane so you can stay in it. Just know what lane you're comfortable in, what lane you drive. What lane is for your vehicle, okay? You might be able to drive into another lane if you want to feel comfortable. You might be able to buy a new vehicle and be in a whole new lane if you grow. But at the same time, just know where you at. Just know where the fuck you at. What the fuck is you?
Hmm. And don't forget to soak that thing in some alcohol when you get done too, because ain't no sense of you playing with it after you get cured just to get the fuck corona again.
You know what? Nico, he was already next to me. Think I don't come prepared?
Shut up.
I know my dumbness and forgetfulness. I've learned. Finally. But yeah, for real though, y'all like know your place, people. Like now I don't mean that in no rude way. Like just know what kind of friend someone sees you as. And here's the thing: you can just ask a motherfucker. Like,
Right, like, and the question is plain as
and
day.
be specific though.
Who
Like, don't
are
be like,
you typically in your friendship group?
don't be like a what are we kind of thing. Like, don't
God
work.
no, nobody likes that question.
Like, what kind of friend am I to you? And like, we can be real. Like, somebody say you just an acquaintance. Oh, you my club friend. Like, cool. And if that upsets you or bothers you, and you want to be more than a club friend, talk
Talk
about it.
about it. Well, I'm going to brunch with my mom. Ooh, what time? No, you can't come.
You
You're
ain't the
not brunch
brunch
with
with mom
you're not
friend.
the brunch with my mom kind of friend. Well, what makes a brunch with mom kind of friend? Well, for
And
starters,
if you gotta ask why not, don't do it in a rude way.
right? If you gotta ask why not, don't do it in a rude way. Come from it from genuine curiosity, because this is how you weigh. Okay, this is how you make a conscious, consensual choice about what you want your friendship dynamic to change into, or how you want it to stay.
Because when you
Because, like,
come in,
if somebody told me, "Nah, you're not really the brunch with my mom kind of type," oh well, what do you mean by that? Well, I mean we all wear dresses and we typically go out to to a small mass and this, that, and the other, and she don't really tolerate the cursing. Cool, it is not for me. Have a good day at brunch with your mom.
then some people be like, "Why I'm me?" Like, who cares about you?
You are not on everybody's guest list. You not.
Not everybody like you. Hell, people you might
Kate.
think like you don't like you. Like, let's be real. Like those I'm me people, you try to convince other people to like you more than you like yourself.
Mm.
Because you barely like you.
But not everybody like onions.
Some people allergic to peaches.
But you ain't had it the way I made them though.
So, but I'm me. Like, okay. That's why. That's exactly why.
That's exactly why. And you are the youest you. And that's what I like about you. But you, as yourself, cannot come to this thing with my mother and I. You just can't, love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just can't happen. And The day that you stop getting offended by that, and the day that it starts being a conscious and consensual choice for you, it will feel better.
And you also won't, for lack of a better term, I don't know how to say it in a nice way, freeload in other people's free time.
Ooh.
Where it's like, cause I have some friends that let know this like when I feel like being alone, like, hey, we have like now
That
they
is
be
the
like
cutest emote I've ever seen.
they be like, I don't feel like being around people, but I ain't people. Nigga, I mean you too. Like just
No, you don't. I'm not a people. You told me so.
like, but instead, unless I have told you you ain't a people, and even then, even though you ain't a people, we still gonna be like, I don't feel like talking to nobody.
I
Go to
don't feel
sleep.
like talking about it. Hey, Margaret. I ain't never come on the war. Take it easy.
But don't get offended and be like, I don't feel like dealing with nobody. I ain't just nobody. Yes, you are to me right now. Nigga, fuck
TK
you.
Royce. What's good, my boy?
My mama's been there like, I ain't
Hey,
nobody.
Paragon.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. You too.
Everybody get the fuck out. Everybody can
And
get
I
the
was
Marty.
actually grown
Everybody
enough
can
to
get the
say that
Marty
one
treatment.
day and stuck by my guns. Shocked her to her core, made me like, granted, you could probably put a cold piece of coal in my ass. I would have cracked out a diamond, but I stuck with it.
Everybody can get the Martin Lawrence treatment. Get to stepping.
Get the step.
Get the fuck out. But
But
you
this the
are
thing.
not on everybody's celebrity A list. You're
You
just
ain't y'all
not.
ain't
I'm sorry.
special. It's the thing, like sometimes you special, sometimes you ain't.
Sometimes you
Sometimes
feel
you
like a
fucking
nut.
nut. Sometimes you don't.
Jinx, you owe me a
Forever.
Coke.
Forever. But
Hey, Snooks. You want some? You want Miami is a wild place, y'all.
yes, it is.
I'm gonna just say that Miami is a wild place.
And if you dark, be careful. Anyway.
Paragon said, "I'm not even on my own A list. Hey, hell, maybe my own a hole list."
That too, like shit. Like
And that's another point. Sometimes it's not even about you whether or not you on somebody's A list. Sometimes ain't nobody on the list. They not even on the list, and they made the list.
like they are the list. Like, nah, I feel like being on the list right now. Like, fuck me.
Hey man, he said you're gonna eat his cornbread. Fuck you.
And ain't nothing you gonna do at that moment in time gonna put you higher on that list. Everything that you say or do is gonna put you lower on that list.
Sure will. Sure will. Because see, the reason that our temperaments and dynamics fluctuate is because our mood and personality and characteristics throughout the day fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? You see, so if I'm fucking annoyed with every little thing that's happened up to this point, and you come across me all chipper and happy like normal at the normal time of day for you, I'm not gonna be the same person you're used to seeing.
Like, even with that too, like also keep in mind that people watch how you are with other people too. So if
Mm-hmm.
you a motherfucker that bitch about somebody's business all the damn time, ain't nobody want to tell you their business.
Hell no.
That's about you gotta look at the shit that you do and say to people. And if you get upset when people don't want to talk to you, that don't help. That don't help.
And as a small sidebar, indicator slash yellow flag. I'm not gonna call it green one or red one. Yellow flag. If your conversations all of a sudden start feeling very dry with people, they're putting up boundaries with you.
Or I will say you ain't got nothing to talk about. It ain't always
Nothing,
boundaries. It's
nothing
just
of value for them to talk about.
there you go. That works.
Nothing of value. I'm not saying you can't value it. I'm just saying that everybody not gonna value what you value.
And you can acknowledge that sometimes too. Like hell, I've had people like we don't have no conversation like we used to no more. What's going on? Like this shit boring. Just straight up, this shit boring.
I'm bored. Let's go.
It be like that. You see a text or a call from somebody like, and when you make that face, like
I'm not gonna lie. I made that face a couple of times this week with text messages. Like, bro, what is you doing? Stop. And it's like, it's not because I'm trying to be rude, or I'm not gonna say like I am not compassionate as a humanitarian and who also has a mortal coil and the human condition. I don't see the point in continuing to interact because it's always sporadic randomness. Not even the fun sporadic randomness. Like if you was sending memes, cool.
You in my
Don't
phone
send
because
me.
I know that I know you.
Don't send memes to my
Yeah,
phone.
you in my phone. I know to ignore your number. That's it.
Huh, you don't have a contact name now. Your name is Ignore.
Or here's the thing too: if you got a friend that asks you what you want every time you text or they answer the phone, I need you to do some work, some inner looking, like, because you that motherfucker that people just, oh my god, you that motherfucker, you that motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. You can quote me on this.
I mean, I mean, yeah.
I've had
There's
people
a
start
huge.
calling me because I tell them, look, if you just keep calling me because you want shit, don't call me no more. It's always a favor. You need this, that, the other. That's the only reason I got you in my fucking phone. It says favor.
Or if you are only calling to dump out negative emotion about shit that ain't even that serious, shit that
Or
you know you're not gonna
drama.
do shit about,
Ooh, girl,
shit that
boy, let
don't
me tell
concern
you.
me at all, and you also on top of that don't give a fuck about how I'm doing or even consider one whether I want to be dumped on or checking on me as well.
The best thing you can do, you say, hey, I have this feeling a certain way. Is it cool that I vent in this aspect? And on the receiving end, it's cool to ask
What
what
cool? What do you, I have the capacity? What do you need? Do you want to vent? Do you want me to just agree with you? Do you want me to ask you questions? Do you want me to just sit here? Do you want it in the chair? Do you want it on the
you
floor?
want
Do
to
you
break that
want it
shit
over
down.
here? Do
Like,
you want it over there? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
you're not wrong. But still, like, that's what that friendship needs to be about. Because you need to understand what the fuck y'all want from each other. Because
Because this whole
don't
assuming,
nobody know. Don't nobody fucking know no more.
don't know about.
Everybody
Listen,
assuming shit.
listen to me, okay? I will tell you everything that I will tell you the same thing I tell all my clients. Now, come close. Everyone is flying around life figuring shit out by the seat of their fucking pants. Everyone. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. No one. Some people don't even have pants. They're just floating around all willy nilly with the giblets out, trying to figure this life shit out. Assumptions are the enemy. Okay. Only thing that is certain in this life is change and the fact that we can speak up and make decisions whenever we can. So do the shit.
Willy nilly with their giblets out, huh?
I thought you was going to let that slide. I thought you was
No,
that was going.
I thought we were friends. You think I'm gonna let that slide?
You want to know what picture came in my head as I said willy nilly with the giblets out?
Black baby with a inflatable leg gun, inflatable too, man. Like what's
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta find the picture. I gotta find the picture.
what time we done with this?
8:30.
8:30. Be right back. I gotta pee. I can't hold it no 20 more minutes.
Wow, you can really dance. Well, then that's unfortunate because then I get that just means that he don't get to see what I thought about. He did this to himself, y'all. He did this to himself. This is what I thought about the second I said running around willy nilly with your giblets out. Let's see, image. Okay. Okay. You guys, I don't think I'm gonna have a shadow box big enough for all my souvenirs and screens. There he is. This the meme I thought about. Running around willy nilly with your giblets out. Oh man. Yeah, I am so tired. Apparently, when you get old, you can't run around all willy nilly on a cruise ship at all hours of the day and morning, day drinking and night drinking and dancing like a hippie and not be tired when you get back. Even though I've had restful sleep for 2 days straight. But we still falling. We fading fast. Like after this is done, I'm probably going to bed. You ready for a picture? You ready?
Yeah, sure.
You ready for running around willy nilly with your giblets out?
Where you gonna send it? Like,
Oh wait, you can't see it. Look on stream.
I gotta look on the stream. Like, I gotta work now.
Oh wow.
You damn right, man.
Run around willy nilly with your giblets out. Funky business for 3 days straight.
But also, this thought also came to my mind.
You wasn't ready?
Also, this thought come to mind too, like because I've had people do this with me, like when I've had upset of something, I tell somebody, yeah, I was having a shitty day. They feel like, why didn't you reach out to me? Like, you might not be on the forefront of somebody's brain.
Because, you know, they're kind of going through it. They're not thinking about nobody in particular.
You're like, why didn't you talk to me? Like, nigga, I ain't think about you. I ain't think
If
about
you want
nobody.
to upset somebody so quick, tell them that they're not listed as your emergency contact. It's just like, bro, calm it down.
Yeah, like with some people going through some shit, motherfucker will be thinking,
hmm
like, I'm sad. Let me go through the list. Let's go through this mental Rolodex of
Let's
motherfuckers
go
I need to
through a
talk to.
mental Rolodex and call people. But even if we can do that, and even if we do that, we don't have the mental capacity to be like, I'm sad. We'll just be like, what you doing?
What are you doing?
Someone is playing the Halloween theme really loud on my street. Why didn't you talk to me about it? Well, who the hell are you when I'm in? Well, who the hell are you when I'm in that point? That's fair. That's fair. Why you ain't talk to me about it? You ain't answer the phone.
This is the VDP section, the very depressed person section. You ain't
Or
invited in this
or
right now.
or or to be fair, I didn't talk to anyone about it. So why are you so fucking offended? I'm talking to you about it now. It's like there's no policing you, and
Like,
that
I feel like there's also like a little hint of guilt people feel, and I don't know why. Cause like
I'm sorry. Shenanigans are shenanigans.
I also feel like there's like people have like a certain guilt to it because there's that thought process like, oh shit, I might have been as good friend as I thought I've been. I've been like because
Ooh, accountability,
you have to think
self
about
reflection.
you like reflect on the shit like why that motherfucker don't want to talk to me like that about that like that it gets be a subject of like why are you catloafing like that anyway. It might just be reasons that they don't want to talk to you about that because it could be sometimes it could just be a sensitive subject that they feel for you or like a subject like I don't
Apparently, I am about to get got Paragon. Scotty's about to get got before me because he actually went outside to sit on the porch.
sounds about white.
Sounds about right. hmm
But yeah, like sometimes that person might be considering your feelings and not talking to you about certain things.
That part. Because nothing sucks worse than being triggered, but knowing that what you're triggered about could trigger someone else close to you.
Or that you can't help because of your trigger. Like, say somebody grandma died and your grandma recently died, and you try to talk to somebody grandma about grandma death. Like, I want to talk to them about that. Some people might be cool about it, other people might not.
That part. That part. And I think the
Hell,
other
and
thing
just death
too
in general. Some
is,
people might have a different view of death than you do, and you might not be able to get comforted in the way that you want to be comforted.
oh my God, sweetheart. I can't tell you how many times I've made Black Girl Magic uncomfortable because of how comfortable I am with death. Like she's terrified of the other side. Terrified. And that's valid. That's fair. And I've just got no problem with it.
Like when people try to call me about family, don't say shit to me because I ain't gonna compute it. Like I miss my family. Cool.
Then go be with them.
Like you don't miss yours? Like,
I want to see my family.
like how you feel about you? Like I miss some of them.
Mm, I,
I miss half of the motherfuckers. But I just
and the other half not even on the radar. I
let's
thought
get
about
this.
that the other day. Actually, I thought about it the other day because,
Well,
like, growing up, it always used to. We always used to make a point to go back to Lawrence and visit everybody for
to
like
go see
Christmas
family and all the
and
kind of stuff.
Thanksgiving and all that stuff too. And it's just like, Ma, how come we always drive out to them? How come they don't never come see us?
That be that
And
shit too. Like, how come
and
I gotta put the effort in?
and even so, I noticed it firsthand for my first wedding. Still waiting on them that New Jersey family wedding gift, by the way. And then people just disappear. I got to come see y'all and y'all don't never like that doesn't make any sense. And
And
even right now, immediate family circle, I'm talking nieces, nephews, and shit. I'm not coming to see y'all.
And like, you ever just call a motherfucker and they be upset that you took you so long to call them, but you be like, yo, two-way phone.
Shut the fuck up. So Decoy Royce was like, define missing. And Paragon said, reminds me of my friend saying he missed his ex. And I responded, but you
But you
kept
kept
shooting,
shooting,
right?
right?
I missed some, but my aim is getting better. Bella, no.
But they put this at my hometown, Lawrence. Like, there's one more death and I ain't got to go back.
I mean,
It's gonna be the big one, but I got one more and I ain't got to go back.
I mean, you do realize you'll never be able to set foot in my house again without being properly anointed, at least. Woman's gonna haunt the shit out of me. Remember that scene from Ghost where he kept Whoopi up because he was singing fucking I am Henry the Eighth I am?
See, I legit thought you because of the painting, but
Nah, I want the clock too, bro.
no, the clock's mine.
What?
The clock is mine.
You ain't even said you wanted that clock.
And
fine, whatever. I'll just take the painting. I don't even care.
You get the painting, okay? You got enough, bitch. You got enough, motherfucker.
I don't even talking about.
That motherfucker just feel mysterious circumstances. Don't be mad at me.
Oh, then my bad. Then my ass ain't gonna be haunted. Then you will.
Fuck that pain. Anyway.
Mm.
But yeah, like for real though, like once you start questioning other people's motives and other, and I don't want to say like make it the whole, what's the phrase looking for? Divvy, like even. We try to make it even or whatnot. I forgot his fucking name. Where it's like you keeping total. There it is, keeping total. Or who
Keeping a
doing
tally.
What? Yeah, keeping a tally. Who doing what now? I ain't saying to be like that, but at the same time, like a slight tally when it's like all this is you and this is them.
Mm-hmm.
All this is you and this is them. Like you said, like why we always gotta come visit y'all? Why don't y'all come visit us? Why I always
Why
gotta
do I
call
always
you?
have to call you?
Why can't you call me?
Why do I have to hear secondhand information from other people down the line? This is a bad game of telephone, and I'm just not playing no more.
It be exactly like that. Like that's to protect your peace. And here's a fun fact: you ain't everybody's peace. Sometimes you the opposite of people's peace.
Sometimes you the opposite. Sometimes you irritate people's spirit to the point where they just feel fidgety and cringy around you, and they got to get away, bro. They got to
And
get
that's
away.
sometimes, and no matter what, sometimes it's just your existence. It ain't even. Sometimes it ain't even you. It's
Sometimes
just
it's just
humans in
your
general.
aura. It's just the air you bring with you. It's nothing you're
Sometimes it's just.
doing.
Sometimes just like, other living creature. Like sometimes that's how it be. Like I've had days I don't even want to be around this motherfucker. Like just. That's why I miss Arnold. Arnold could realize that sometimes. Like you know what, Dad, I'm gonna go in another room. Like you cool? Nah, I'll be out. I'm in the other room if you need me.
Her aunt is a bad spirit, Paragon. That's what that means. I mean, Scotty coughs when I search the house. So.
Like for real though, like I said, like here's the thing, y'all ain't special as y'all think y'all are. Like,
are you special
unless
at
y'all,
times to certain people? Yes, 100%.
yeah,
That is valid, but not all
like
the time to all people.
unless you had that discussion with that person and you know how special you are to that motherfucker, and even then, shit changes, even temporarily.
Huh? You one hangry spell away from being the worst person on the fucking planet and get cussed out. You one hangry episode away.
Like, or you one joke, you one vocal tone sometimes. Cause sometimes I'm a fucking dog. Like
You
an
one
octave.
vocal song, have people snap back at you looking like Ike Turner.
Like, cause sometimes, like I'm in a mood where like a certain octave or a cadence of voice, like I want to crush your throat. Like it be like that sometimes.
Be looking back like the man on B movie. Bitch, what in the goddamn?
What in the goddamn fuck? It just be days like that. And if you a real one, then you understand. You don't get offended. You don't take an insult to it sometimes. And if you do, you at least communicate it. Like, hell, me and Miko had that shit on the cruise ship.
He called me obnoxious, y'all.
I first off, like I was the main one. I worked the cruise ship more than I expected to.
You
Real
did.
talk, because
You did.
they last time on the Neverender, it was like, yeah, y'all do this skit 2 times, yay, have fun, do whatever. This year, here's your itinerary, here's your script. Hold on, I gotta do. Here's more makeup you got to be in, which was fine, but it's like I'm in this chair longer. Like, so sometimes, yeah, a brother gets this is fresh out of makeup and fresh out of the shower. Like they gallivanting with their crews, having fun and whatnot. Cool. And then they had like the drunk girl slur and tone in their voice that I've already had to hear driven in my ear for like 2 hours straight.
We was drunk and hot girls at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was lit.
Like,
Giggling, carrying on, flailing.
which cool, they having fun. It didn't bother they were having fun. It's like that. It's just that cadence and tone. It's like, like I gotta go. Y'all being honest with me right now. Like
That ain't the way you said it.
that was my intention of saying it.
I know, but that ain't the way you said it.
But there was
Case
a
in point
misunderstanding.
being, however,
There was a misunderstanding, and we had to rectify the
we
misunderstanding.
had a rectified misunderstanding because we aren't afraid to communicate. And did not let that ruin my night at all.
Mm-mm.
Through ass with Max Sabbath, it was great.
I kept missing them because I was working. God damn.
Yeah,
I hung out with him at lunch
show would
though.
have been great though if they didn't get rained out. It would have been amazing.
See, I wanted to go to the show, but like I walked up and just, well, nothing happening here, but a storm. I'm out. I didn't meet him on lunch, and like we had a conversation and talked, and like I might be able to go into a show for free if I see him if they ever come back to Florida. Say they're going to Fort Lauderdale next.
Good shit.
It's weird being like, it's weird being social and talking to random people and realizing shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Realizing that celebrities are also people.
not that part, but like people give a fuck what I gotta say or want me around. There's that like self-deprecation. Like, oh, y'all want me to do shit? Why?
Yeah.
Because remember, there's that part of me, like I know I'm talking about like keeping tallies and shit. I wish there was a way I could have a tally of all the times I've either helped somebody, done something, and all that kind of stuff. Cause I forget all the shit I do for other people. Which is probably because of trauma. But like
Trauma.
from your mom and dad.
Trauma.
But like there's shit I forget all the time. Like, yeah, but you did something. When?
3 weeks. Your memory is bad, bro. your memory is bad.
Time blindness and object permanence, a bitch.
But it is 8:26. So final thoughts on we are friends, but I don't have friends.
If you understand what it's like to feel like you ain't got nobody, to feel alone, or like I said, like quick example, like I said, like I don't feel attractive. And you that motherfucker to be trying to convince somebody that they are attractive because you say they're attractive, fuck you, shut the fuck up and reflect. Because what you doing ain't helping. You may think you helping, but you ain't helping. Now, if you excuse me.
Now, if you excuse me, proceeds to die on camera. So, final thoughts on we are friends, but I don't have friends. I feel like the concept of realizing personal definitions is once again at play here. I feel like it's really important because we are actually the people that make us feel the most offended.
Yeah.
Like to sit here and be upset because someone doesn't think of you the way you think they should think of you. That's a you thing.
Me.
That's a you thing, not a them thing. And so personal definitions are at play again, as well as just kind of taking accountability and taking things into consideration that we do, but also that other people are allowed to do it too.
One of the best questions you can ask yourself is, and? But okay. I'm me. And?
Okay. I'm not understanding what that got to do with much of nothing, but okay.
But we best friends, and
Are we? Or am I your best friend? That is a legitimate question. That is a little legitimate question. When did Twitch become Disneyland? That's a Miko rule, DK Royce. No dying on stream. It's a Miko rule.
have a magical day.
Mm. But yeah, so check your shit, check your definitions, have actual
Also, people die
conversations
at Disney
with your
World all the
friends, and
time.
don't
But
just be
anyway,
sitting there. Have actual conversations with your friends, and don't just be sitting there trying to placate because you don't want the friendship to crumble.
don't assume y'all close friends. Don't assume y'all fall friends. Go ask a goddamn question because you don't know what kind of friends you are. Somebody that you might think don't think shit about you, might think the world about you. You don't even know that until you ask a goddamn question. Some of you might think we close. Nah.
What did Ben say? What am I to you? Am I your joke, your knight, or your brother? What
And
am I to
sometimes,
you?
and here's the thing though, once you ask that question, you better be ready for whatever answer you
Be
get.
ready for the answer, my boy. You can't go around asking deep questions without learning to regulate yourself because otherwise you're going to get hurt and you're going to react and
So
then they're going to react
don't
and
dive
then
in the
y'all are
deep end
going
until
to
you got
argue.
water wings, at least.
Facts. Ooh, I'm about to die.
Like, if you don't know how to swim, don't dive in. That's all I'm saying. Like certain conversations you ain't ready for, don't don't enter. Like,
Don't do it. Stars. Can't do it.
because if you once what you always say, because if you give somebody the option,
You allow them to say yes or no. If you ask someone an open ended question about what they think, if you ask someone to give you an explanation based on their experience, give them the space that you just asked them to take up.
like, if you ask them to tell the truth, don't be mad when you get the truth.
Oh my God, please don't.
Yeah, that
Because
be
if
the
you
truth you
can't
want.
handle it, guess what? That's also on you. That's also on you.
And you may get and they may say something that you don't like in a way that you don't like, but once again, that requires more talk and explanation. What you mean by that? In a
Bro,
calm tone.
that question right there.
In a calm tone, I be getting don't fly off the fucker. What you mean by that? Like, no.
Can you explain what you mean by that? It works for everything. It works for racism. It works for misogyny. It works for confusion. It works for people attracted to drama and trauma. It works for people that just like to manipulate. Ask that question.
It just for people who don't understand until you ask them that question because they didn't think about it. Like,
That part.
what you mean by that? What did I mean by that? Like, just
Why is that supposed to be funny? Huh. How are you trying to relate to me saying this? But
asking them
also,
real
word of
questions.
caution, you start doing that, you're gonna start developing these things called boundaries.
You gonna learn some shit. Be
You're
careful.
gonna learn some shit, and then that whole growth and healing process. When monkey don't start no show, you don't get to pump the brakes no more.
Shit, that's what we need to do a show about, like the growing process, how fucked up it gets.
Fucking God. Oh my fucking.
That's gonna be the week after next. Let's put that on the list.
I'll put it on the list. If you don't get it, please explain what you don't get, Calvino.
What you don't get about the monkey thing? I didn't get that one either, but
When
that's
monkey
something
don't
that
start no show,
is that like a monkey of 1,000 monkeys with typewriters?
like a circus metaphor. It's just like, oh, okay, well, there's a whole bunch of others here. It's fine. I should probably stop using that phrase because it's probably racially motivated.
Yeah, he's like that part. Like, one of them old ass sayings because we country as hell.
Yeah. When monkey don't start no show, we gonna put this show on with or without you. All right, so we said the healing process
Is a bitch.
is a B. How many eyes you want with that? 3 or 5?
6.
Okay.
Cause let's be real, your shadow work gonna go some dark places.
Bro, listen. And you know what? I think that's a great segue. So I purchased the shadow work journal off TikTok for those that are curious. So on our next show, which will be Monday the 13th.
He's a country the city boy translator. Where's Jay at? He's pretty good for that.
Right. So if you would like to sneak peek about what the fuck is in it, I will share that with you all Because to be honest, I wasn't impressed, but whatever. It may help some people. But before that, so tonight we've got D101 that we're gonna fucking what you call it? Raid y'all on over to. My brain is on the boat, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna raid y'all over to D101 tonight, and then tomorrow this is Halloween. This is Halloween, 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 Halloween. And so we're gonna play
Halloween,
some
Halloween.
spooky games, maybe. And then Wednesday
In
we
the
got WI
style we
podcast.
call
And don't forget the weekend of November 10th through the 12th, we are doing our 12-hour slash 24 slash entire weekend stream with the entire Blue Skirt Boy cast, raising money for Mission 22 for Veterans Day weekend. And it's also my birthday. So
I
y'all
need
should
the
come
date to that
through
again
on
so I
that
can try
Saturday
to take a
and
day
we're
off
going
or
to do some
something.
fun shit. But other than that, I'm still trying to buy time waiting on Don Darrow 101 to start because it ain't started yet. And it's 8:34.
We over
I
here
watched
stalling for
it
time and
extra
shit.
37 times, and it keeps getting funnier. And they just popped up, so we're gonna rage y'all over.
Shadow workbook. You got to finish it up.
No, I did finish it up. I said if you want to join us and go through that, we can do that on our next show on the 13th. So we're rating y'all over to Dondero 101. Thank you for joining us. And I'll see y'all later.